Valorant's new patch is here and so much new Sage, Viper, and Summit lore dropped. Alpha Sky sent this email report to Brimstone saying, Sage's escort. Our girlie's safe. Went smoother than I thought, but I was expecting the worst, so anything had to be better, right? This place is something else. Don't get me wrong, our facilities are great, but here, I'll tell you now, a week waking up to these views is going to turn me into a right softie. All looks defensible. Still, I'll stay close. Everything went smoothly with getting Sage to Summit. Omega's Valorant Legion hasn't attacked yet, which they were expecting to happen close to their arrival on the new map. To that point though, Alpha Cypher intercepted this communication from Omega Viper.
The belly is a kill box and our target can't leave. Not without answers to her problem that I know she won't find. You think I didn't check? That I didn't scour our own mountains a second time, once again searching for a miracle before dumping Sage in a vat? That's twice those peaks have failed me. Their power, the Academy, it means nothing. Our Sage will recover through the treatment I am providing, and her misprint will die chasing pure delusion. So while the target wastes her time meditating, we set the trap.
This is huge. Omega Viper is banking on the fact that they essentially have Alpha Sage trapped at this academy right now. Why? Because Omega Viper knows Alpha Sage won't be able to find all the answers here. My original theory that Omega's version of Summit was destroyed has been proved wrong, as Omega Viper actually went there. Not just once, but twice, looking for help, and twice these peaks failed her. To me, this confirms that the first time she came here was when she brought someone dear to her, seeking help and probably healing for them. But the Radianite and Radiance in these mountains couldn't save her loved one. They failed, and it's brought about a grief so large that Viper began her quest for vengeance. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Viper met Sage here while Sage was studying at the original Radiant Monastery. But not only did Summit fail her back then, it failed Omega Sage here and now as well. Omega Viper says she sought out these mountains for Omega Sage when she began to crystallize, hoping for a miracle, but it never came. And when it didn't, Sage had to be put in the Radianite bath, aka pickling jar, just to stay alive. This also confirms that Omega Sage is indeed still pickled. Omega Viper is the one who formulated this treatment for Sage, which is cool to see her using her skills for healing again, and she seems very confident in it. Regardless, we saw that these mountains did help Alpha Sage, at least a little bit. A lot of her crystals are gone, but some still remain. This makes me wonder if there's a difference in the mountains between Alpha and Omega. Could Omega have harvested a lot of the Radianite here in an attempt to shore up their shortage? Or will this place truly only provide temporary relief, meaning that Sage still has a long journey ahead of her? Let me know what you think in the comments. We also see why Legion hasn't attacked yet. They're planning to set a trap, and they've got some time while Alpha Sage has to spend a good bit of time at Summit. I hope we get to see the actual fight go down whenever Legion does attack and spring their trap. We know that the entire protocol listens in to all these intercepted voice communications from Omega, but this time, Alpha Viper has had enough. Listen to this voicemail she left Brim.
Liam, I want out of these meetings. You need the team to hear these recordings, fine, but I am done sitting there like some specimen to dissect for everyone's entertainment. Listening to her, to me, I don't need this mirror shoved in my face.
It has got to be so hard to listen to your own voice say all these things that you yourself don't mean or don't want to share with others. Viper probably wasn't wanting to open the can of worms about her past visit to Summit yet, but now, thanks to Omega Viper, the entire protocol is aware. I think this also shows another deviation in the Mirror Vipers. Yes, they are extremely similar, but they are also their own people. Alpha Viper is likely seeing something in Omega Viper that doesn't align with what she herself thinks and feels, or is ready to share. So to listen to your double like that probably makes her really frustrated, and I think that's totally fair. I wonder if any identical twins ever feel this way. We also got a ton of new announcements on Summit from Sage's friend Shuy, who runs the academy here. Big thanks to our lore friend Lena for translating these from Mandarin to English.
本周学院将迎来一位访客，这位元能候选者是人气超高的体坛明星，请大家注意不要把消息发到网上。 尊重他的隐私，就像尊重你们自己的隐私。晚上好，在此声明一下，我和魏老师当年确实在馆内一起修炼过，但我们不是在拍功夫片，请大家不要再打听我和魏老师会不会切磋的事情了。好多同学们问我，毕业后能不能带一块山里的石头回去？对此我想说，和一整座山相比，这种小石头的调谐能力约等于零，我已经替你们试过了。下个月就要才艺表演了，平时那些才艺正好趁这个机会好好展示一下。真的，去年有个人在礼堂这头隔空吹响了另一头的长笛，蛮好玩的。全体同学们注意，伊玛尼将于本周4晚举行园艺研讨会，没有植物学能力的同学也可以来参加，欢迎有空的同学前来捧场。活动结束后还有茶点供应哦。同学们晚上好，如果各位在学习中文时遇到了困难，可以随时来找我练习，学院也可以单独为你安排一位辅导老师，中文确实不容易。最近有同学问我，为什么除了体能训练还要安排书面作业？我们知道身心本为一体，唯有内外兼修才能真正驾驭你的元能。与各位共勉。晚上好，本周我们将迎来一位来自广东的特别访客，参与我们在体育馆的训练。他对元能的掌控达到了炉火纯青的地步，相信大家也能从他身上学会很多。请各位同学们看好自己的平板电脑，最近设备乱丢乱放的情况相当严重，连我自己也是。同学们请注意，学院最近升级了宿舍区的消防系统，听说他们非常灵敏，如果你的能力与火或者热有关，今后需要更加注意。亚历克斯，我们知道成为元能者不是一个选择，但我们可以选择的是如何使用这份能力，让世界变得更加美好。温馨提示，只要两情相悦，学院内并不禁止亲密交往行为，但请不要在我面前秀恩爱，请你们注意一下时间和场合。全体同学们注意，下一场研讨会元能者应急响应定于下周3早上8点举行，这是一门必修课，直接关乎各位能否顺利毕业，请务必出席。例行提醒一下，危险隔离系统，也就是大家俗称的大方块，只有紧急情况下才能使用，除非发生元能者能力失控的事件，在任何时候擅自降下该系统的同学，学院都将予以开除。明晚我们将举办一场校友联谊会，往届的优秀毕业生会回到学院，与大家交流心得。没错，现场会有茶点供应。还有没填特种设备申请表的同学吗？今天是最后一天提交，请大家尽快填写。这份表格能让学院更好地了解大家的元能特性，为大家安排更合适的训练。焦同学和本杰明同学请注意，王国公司特种面料部门的服装师来帮你们量尺寸，希望这身行头能让你俩以后少弄坏几套校服。各位同学们，我们明天将组织一场市区活动，前往蓝鹤画廊参观波哈库艺术展，欢迎有空的同学踊跃参加。如果担心作业写不完，我们可以适当延期。各位，让我们一起为云云鼓掌，她突破了自我，成功完成了离地悬浮2米的壮举。云云比较腼腆，不爱出风头，但她的努力值得我们庆祝。各位，好消息，食堂的臭豆腐即日起恢复供应，非常感谢大家的耐心，也感谢大家的踊跃建议。魏老师今晚的讲座还剩下最后一个名额，想旁听的同学可以抓紧找他报名，尤其是主修治疗能力的同学，强烈推荐参加。各位同学们，鉴于有太多人向我发起街头格斗4挑战，我已将周一的办公地点移到网咖区，想来就来吧，输了可别哭。李兆宇同学，我知道你听得到，不要再玩失踪了，立刻到我办公室来。各位同学们，大家好，又是美好的一天。在训练的时候要劳逸结合，元能的掌握需要时间，心不要急，多晒晒太阳。谁在我的桌上放了一盒点心？谢谢你，味道很不错，我很想和大家分享，不过可能需要这位同学再多做一点。全体同学们注意，元能控制讲座将在15分钟后开始，请不要迟到。今天的讲座不点名，但我会做开场致辞，没来的我会记住。全体同学们注意，我们的4月义工活动还需要3位志愿者帮忙打扫场地。有些同学在入学之后从未参加过这类活动，希望这次能在名单上看到你们的名字。元能的控制关键在于思维专注， 呼吸平稳，内心平和，也就是我们说的3大要素。其实还有第4个秘诀，那就是好好吃饭。快去食堂吧。茶馆外墙上的烧痕是哪位同学的杰作？请来我办公室一趟。别误会，不是要处分你，我只是非常好奇你是怎么做到的。还有就是下不为例。各位同学们，本周我们将迎来5位新同学，希望大家未来也能够好好相处。让我们共同努力，创造一个对原能者更安全的世界。全体同学们注意，本月底我们将会对大家的原能学习进展进行考核。本次考核不排名，但还是需要大家好好重视，好好准备。各位同学们，从明天开始，茶馆将推出包括洛神玫瑰茶在内的季节限定新品。之所以专门播报，是因为有人特意嘱咐我说这事儿非常重要。那么这件非常重要的正事就说到这里。经过昨天的维护，演武堂的全新录制系统已恢复正常。如果有同学发现自己的遥测数据有问题，请及时告诉我。另外，从今往后，所有零食饮料严禁入场。原能控制导论课程将在15分钟后开始，请同学们立即前往天书店。原能节马上就要到了，希望大家都能明白，与别人攀比没有任何意义。我们的身体、心灵和能力都是独一无二的，要比就和过去的自己比。各位同学们，如果我最近跟你们说书面作业全部取消之类的事情，你们最好不要相信。同时，我也想奉劝这位变形大师，把那份闲工夫都用到正事上去。没错，卡提克，我说的就是你。请本学期尚未完成体检的同学，务必在本周内完成检查。身体健康高于一切日程安排，除非那项日程安排正好就是你的体检。各位同学们，我们非常荣幸地请到了魏老师作为我们本学期的特邀讲师，为大家讲授高阶能力应用课程。魏老师水平很高，大家有什么稀奇古怪的问题都可以向他请教。各位同学们，干净整洁的学院环境需要大家共同参与。先扫一屋，再扫天下，整理卫生，整理心绪。
These are so interesting. Sage is called Teacher Wei, which I find a bit ironic considering that she's currently trying to figure out what's going wrong with her abilities, and also the fact that she never finished some of her lessons. But maybe this is meant to show that now she has finished them? Also, we see that Isa was a student here under Shuy, which is so cool. Although his name is being blasted on the speaker for not saying hi to her yet. The PDA announcement is so funny. Shuy is laying down the law. It also sounds like Shuy is the GOAT at Knockout. These announcements show me that she was made for this role. Shuy is relatable to the students and engages with them in a meaningful way, but she also expresses her authority to ensure that the students receive the best education possible. And speaking of the technology that Shuy mentions that's being left around the facility, there are 2 tablets on the map, one in attacker spawn and one in defender spawn, that contain messages sent between Shuy and Sage. I'm hoping we get more messages each patch like we did on Corrode last year. To start out, Sage sent this message to Shuy, saying, "I cannot thank you enough, Shuy. I apologize again for the imposition. I am in your debt. You're welcome to rescind your offer at any time and I will not linger. Hopefully your conversations with my commander have been helpful. Please, if you have even an ounce of hesitation, inform me. It's so good to see you again. If only we're under better circumstances." To which Shuy responds, "Ling, if you don't stop apologizing, I'll have to hit you over the head. Seriously, this is what old friends are for. Yes, you have some peculiar circumstances, but your colleagues and I have covered every angle. I have full faith in my staff and trainee security. You are in no debt to me. Now hurry over to my office. I miss your face." The friendship between these two seems so wholesome, and I hope we get to learn more about them over the year. Lastly, a number of voice lines have been removed from the game, as Wright is, quote, "using this opportunity to remove a handful of lines that no longer meet our quality standards as they relate to agent behavior. These are what I believe to be the lines removed."
Alright, muckers. Off we go. Listen up, you muckers. If I don't get back up, just give me a nudge. I might not be dead, just taking a wee kip.
A target like that keeps you sharp.
As far as duels go, not bad.
You tried to be a hero. Great job.
Oh, Jet, I remember being so young. It's good that she'll die before feeling old like me.
I'm used to fighting the best. and killing them.
I do prefer when they put up a fight.
And that was your best one, huh?
Still just human.
Was that their best? How embarrassing.
Is this their best?
No one escapes my sight. No one.
That was their best. Huh. All right.
And you were doing so well.
How sad. You're just like everyone else.
That was their best? Pathetic.
I take lungu lungu killer, man. My own style way I take killer.
Your strongest was not enough.
That was their best, diba? Not impressed.
So much for their elite agent.
No one beats me. No one.
What do you think about these lines being removed? Let me know in the comments. That's all for patch 13.0. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye!